I had $0 and 1 week to prove this works. No credit card, no startup capital, no team. Just me, a laptop, and a stack of free AI tools that anyone watching this can open in a new tab right now. 7 days later, that little experiment was on track to clear $10,000 a month. And the wildest part, I documented every single step, every tool, every number, so you can see exactly where the money came from and copy the parts that work. So let's get into how you actually build a business with AI when your budget is exactly nothing. Here's the thing, nobody tells you about the AI gold rush. Everybody's selling you the dream. Passive income, robots doing your work while you sleep, but almost nobody shows you the receipts. The reason is simple. Most of these gurus never actually built anything. They built a course about building something. I wanted real numbers, so I gave myself a brutal constraint. 7 days. $0 spent, free tiers only, no premium subscriptions, no paid ads, no buying my way out of a problem, because constraints are where the truth lives. If something only works when you throw money at it, it's not a strategy, it's a slot machine. The business model I picked was a productized service, specifically AI-generated content and asset packages for small e-commerce brands. Why? Because there are over 26 million e-commerce sites in the world, like the vast majority are tiny, and they are all drowning trying to produce product descriptions, ad copy, and images. That's a real, painful, recurring problem people pay to solve. So let me walk you through exactly what I did day by day, tool by tool. Point 1, I found the customer before I built the product. Day 1, I didn't open a single AI tool. I opened a spreadsheet. The biggest mistake people make is building some clever AI thing and then praying someone wants it. Backwards. I went to Reddit, specifically subreddits like r/e-commerce and r/Shopify, and I searched for the word descriptions and copywriter. Within 20 minutes, I had screenshots of 40 people literally complaining that writing product descriptions was eating their week. That's not a guess, that's 40 pre-qualified leads telling me their pain in their own words. I used a free ChatGPT account to cluster those complaints into 3 core problems: time, consistency of brand voice, and SEO. Now I knew exactly what to sell and exactly the language to sell it in, because I was quoting them back to themselves. Action step for you. Before you build anything, go find 20 real humans complaining about the problem in public. If you can't find them, the business doesn't exist yet. Point 2, I built the actual service engine using stacked free tools. Here's where it gets fun. The product was a package. For any product a store sells, I deliver an SEO optimized description, 5 ad headlines, 3 social captions, and a cleaned up product image. To produce that, I used free tiers across 4 tools. ChatGPT's free model handled the copy. For the SEO research, I used Google's own free keyword planner inside a free Google Ads account. You never have to spend a cent to see search volume. For images, I used the free tier of a tool like Leonardo.ai, which gives you daily credits to generate and clean up product shots. And to tie it together, I built a reusable master prompt, basically a template where I paste in the product name, the brand vibe, and the target keyword, and it spits out the whole package in one shot. That prompt is the actual asset. The tools are interchangeable and free. The prompt engineering is the thing that took my delivery time from 2 hours per product down to about 9 minutes. Action step, don't think in terms of one magic tool. Think in terms of a workflow, research tool, generation tool, refinement tool, and then and the prompt template that connects them. Point 3, I packaged it so it sold itself. A service is invisible, nobody buys, I'll write some stuff for you. So I turned it into a tiered offer with names and prices. Starter, 10 product listing, Telesys made listings for $97. Growth, 30 listings plus a brand voice guide for $249. Scale, a monthly retainer at $499 where I'd handle all new products as they launched. That retainer is the whole game, by the way. That's the recurring part of recurring revenue. I built a one-page pitch using a free Canva account and a free card site to host it. Total cost, 0. Notice the psychology here. 3 tiers, the middle one anchored to look like the obvious deal, and a monthly option that turns a one-time sale into a subscription. Action step, always offer a recurring tier, even if most people pick the one-time package. One retainer, the client, at $500 a month is worth more than 10 one-time buyers you have to keep chasing. Point 4, I did outreach that didn't feel like spam. Day 3 and 4 were pure hustle. I took those 40 Reddit complaints, I scraped side safe manually by hand, solved by a list of small Shopify stores with genuinely bad product copy. Then I used my free ChatGPT account to do something most people skip. So I generated a free sample for each store before reaching out. I'd rewrite one of their actual product descriptions, then message them, hey, I rewrote this one for free. Here's the before and after. Want me to do the rest? That's it. No pitch deck, no pressure. I sent 32 of these personalized messages. The reply rate was about 35% because I led with value they could see instantly, not a sales pitch they had to imagine. By the end of day 4, I had 4 paying clients and 2 retainers signed. Action step, give away a tiny, undeniable proof of your work up front. It costs you 9 minutes and it converts 10 times better than any cold pitch. And the last one, I saved it for the end because most people don't know this yet, and it's the difference between a freelance grind and an actual business. Point 5, I systematize myself out of the work. Here's the trap. Everything I described so far is still me doing the labor. That's a job, not a business. So on day 5 and 6, I built what I call a delivery machine. I created a free Google form intake, client pastes in their product details, brand voice, and keywords. That form feeds a Google Sheet, and I wrote my master prompt so that I literally copy a row from the sheet, paste it into the AI, and the entire package comes out formatted and ready. I documented this whole flow into a simple checklist, which means and that this is the key. I could hand it to a virtual assistant or a junior freelancer for a few dollars per package and pocket the margin. The business stops depending on me sitting at the keyboard. That's the leap. You're not selling your time anymore. You're selling a system that produces a result. Action step, the moment something works, write down the exact steps as if you're training a replacement. That document is more valuable than the income because it's what you can scale and eventually sell. Now let me show you the real numbers because I promised receipts and a lot of channels would just hand wave past this part. By day 7, I had 2 retainer clients at $4.99. That's about $1,000 a month locked in recurring. I had 6 one-time packages sold across the week, averaging around $180 each. That's another roughly $1,100 in week 1 cash. So where does $10K a month come from? Here's the honest math, no inflation. 2 retainers proves the model. To hit 10,000 monthly recurring, I need about 20 retainer clients at $500 each. My outreach converted retainers at roughly 6% of messages sent. That means hitting 20 retainers requires sending around 330 solid outreach messages. Completely doable over a month, especially once the free samples is templated and the delivery is systematized. The 10K figure isn't day 7 reality, it's the day 7 run rate. The pace the system is built to hit once you simply repeat the process you've already proven works. And that distinction matters. Anyone who tells you they made 10 grand in literally 7 days from zero is probably selling you something. What I'm showing you is a validated machine on day 7 that mathematically scales to 10K and that's far more useful because it's repeatable. The free tools angle isn't a gimmick either. Every tool I named has a free tier robust enough to land your first paying clients. You only upgrade once the Basati revenue justifies it. When a $20 a month plan saves you 10 hours, then you pay out of profit, not out of hope. That's the entire philosophy. Let the business fund its own growth instead of betting your savings on and notice what was actually scarce in this whole experiment. It wasn't money, it wasn't even the AI. The scarce ingredients were knowing exactly who hurt, speaking their language back to them, and building a system instead of doing a task. The AI tools just made each of those steps 10 times faster than it would have been 5 years ago. That's the real shift. The leverage is sitting there for free, and most people are still waiting for permission or a perfect idea. So if you take one thing from this, pick a painful, boring, recurring problem, validate it with real humans in a weekend, and let the free tools do the heavy lifting. If this gave you an edge, smash that like button, subscribe to Alpha Protocol for your daily drop on AI, crypto, and finance, and drop a comment. What do you want me to break down next?